Good morning, welcome to today's RC Coffee Chat. And I just realised the mic is hiding all the way over there. So come here, fella. Brilliant. Right, we got quite a few topics today. Well, I say 5, so let's have a look. Number 1, we've got the mini-drak. We'll get back to that in a moment. The Reptile S800 is apparently in the post. HobbyKing update as well. A Wingwing update and a beautiful Hornet. And I'm going to give you a very sneak preview. Ready for this? Sneak preview. There we go. You'll find out more about that in a moment, and it is absolutely amazing. Okay, so topic number 1, the mini-drak. Now, I'm sure many of you already know is that the mini-drak came out on pre-order with Team Legit early this year, about 2 months ago or so. I do have two on pre-order, so I am expecting it sometime around Christmas. Apparently, they've got them there on the desks, so they will be dispatched sometime shortly, I'm sure. And this is marks like an era into some serious FPV wings. That is probably going to be an underlying theme for next year. Is serious FPV wings. You can see the mini-drak in front of you. I have 2 special wings here, which I will get to. I'm trying to work to a plan at the moment, which is like first in, first out. And yeah, those wings are next on the list. Well, with the exception of the Reptile S800, because I'm sure you guys want to see what that one's like. But I keep getting exceptions thrown in, which is really frustrating. But anyway, point being, next year we're going to have some serious wing flying. Mini-drak will be one of them. I've got 2 other wings here, and there's 2 other nutty wings on the way to me as well. They're bonkers, put it that way. So yeah, mini-drak is out now. I'm sure many of you have already seen these being smashed around the sky. Unbelievably, visually fantastic in the sky. There's been references to the Klingon warbird and things like that. They do look at just the dog's nuts. And we've got one on the way to us. So when that arrives here, you will see a very excited 12 and 1/4 year old. So that was topic number 1. Mini-drak is starting to work out on its way out. Well, should be with us sometime in the future. Reptile S800. I don't know why, but I got an email this morning saying that had actually been shipped. So I got mine in on pre-order. Anyway, it'd been shipped ages ago. And I got an email saying it had been shipped again, which is a bit odd. But I've been and checked on the Raw Mail site this morning. I'm just looking at my other screen. It's coming in as Raw Mail tracked. Good news! Your item is progressing through our network and on its way. And apparently it was in the National Distribution Centre on the 14th, which is today. So when it hits Bristol today is a whole different ballpark, but we are talking it's 5:30 in the morning here. It could be on the lorry. I don't know. But I should see. I am now expecting to see that one either today or tomorrow. I will also give you a very early warning. The second it turns up, I will get a video recorded for it, and I will be posting the unlike overview episode like what I did with the previous wing which we had, the C1 Chaser, in the Facebook group first. So we'll find out about that one when it arrives, and they do have that wrong. It's definitely not EPP, it's EPO. So we'll see for sure when it arrives. But with that said, on to the next topic. HobbyKing. Damn you, HobbyKing. Damn you. Their 12 days of Christmas that you got playing for the Christmas tree is that what we missed yesterday is that it's a new plane for the Christmas tree. Come back every day for a new plane. And then after that Flappy Bird, which they had on there 2 days ago now, which was the Decathlon, whatever. No, not the Decathlon. It was the Hall Cherokee, and it really was flappy wings. So if you bought one, for goodness sake, put some carbon fibre in that wing, because it just didn't look safe at all. And then they had this one on here, this little Decathlon Scout. And I thought, oh, it's 40 quid. Oh, it's only going to run on a 2S battery. And it looks rather diddy. And then I had a look on YouTube, actually, and I was pleasantly surprised. What a pokey little thing for a 2S battery. Really surprised. And I had a load of other stuff in my cart, and that's my excuse, by the way. I did have a collection of other items in my cart on HobbyKing, which I needed to buy. I was waiting for something to buy to go along with it. I was waiting for a good deal. I thought Graphing Day was going to be a good day, but no. I succumbed to see after seeing this little one flying. If you look up this on, in fact, I'll put the video which sold it to me on YouTube in the video description for you. Very, very cool little thing, and I couldn't help but think, well, it does seem pretty aerobatic, and I could fly it in quite a small space. So the logic in my head is that I thought, well, I could fly that at home. So yeah, I did buy one. So damn you, HobbyKing, for your Christmas deals. And do check their plane for Christmas. Looks like we should have another model coming out today. And I have been here refreshing the page most of the morning, and nothing new's come out. So judging by yesterday, by the time you see this RC Coffee Chat, go and check the HobbyKing website afterwards, and they should have updated. So happy days on that one. Next one is a Wingwing update. So I had this kit arrive, it's been here for about 2 months, maybe more now, and I'm finally getting around to building her. So what I couldn't work out what I was going to do with it, and I've decided to make a ridiculously fast FPV wing out of her instead. So instead of having it as a line of sight model, I actually know many of them, but I'm really into my FPV. So I've gone for a super fast model. I will be keeping her like naked at the moment, but that might change when you see the other wing in a tick. So the biggest, I've got you're going to use an X8R in the wing, similar to what I did with the other Wingwing. I'll have the video transmitter out there in the opposite wing, and that balances out perfectly on that side. So we've got nice separation, and you know that I am super paranoid about separation now, after all the issues which I had with the Hornet wing previously. Now the one bit which I'm super impressed with at the moment is the actual cover. Now I did think about, I'll show you on here actually, I did think about doing what I did on the other one, which was to mount the FPV camera right in this nose area. But that does require quite a lot of cutting out, and it does make, I know after iNav smashed in the Runcam Swift in the other one, I got really frustrated about that because it really did just like knock the lens to pieces. So I won't be putting iNav in this one. In fact, I won't be putting iNav in any other model, but it does not go there on that. So instead of putting it in the nose, which would have been the most aerodynamic place of them all, instead I've done that, and I've sub-mounted the Runcam like so into the nose area like that, and it's a very, very slick little fit. And on the bottom I've just put 2 layers of 1.5mm plywood on the bottom, and yeah, that's the kind of hole which I ended up carving out for it, and it's come out super, super nice. So not 100% aerodynamic, but as visually as sweet as I can make it. I also need to work out a way of being able to get this like the Runcam in and out of here, because these Runcams, that Runcam costs more than the actual model itself. So I've only got a limited number of these, and I've got to stop buying them. So I do need to work out a way of getting this in and out of the model relatively quickly, so I can swap it to another model, because otherwise this hobby is just going to get stupidly expensive, or even more stupidly expensive at times. So anyway, let's put that one on the side. Now yesterday it was a build day, so I'm going to have to be fast going across that screen so I can share the story with you. And those of you on Facebook, apologies, I didn't mean to make it like a striptease for the Hornet wing. My phone just cut out, so those of you on Facebook will know what I'm talking about. I did a video recording of the unpeeling of one of the wings, and then the camera died. Well, the phone died. Very frustrating. Right, let's have a quick look. There we go, and I'll start sharing the story with you. So I saw 7 Demo 7. with his hexagon pattern. And I got the missus to print a sheet out, and she sat there and cut it out for about an hour. It's quite tricky, and you do need to save the hexagons, by the way, because you because if you're going to do what I did, you'll need them for the opposite wing. So you'll see that there's 1 squillion pins required to hold them in there. And then we put some paint on it. And I can tell you, it is way brighter than what you can see in that picture. It is ridiculously bright. And there's another angle as well. You can see it did bubble up, even though with that sheer amount of pins. In fact, we did need more pins in there because it did bubble up on a few places. Oh, I did actually take a photo. Oh, there you go. How sweet is that insert for the run cam on top of the Z84? I am most impressed with that. Very, very impressed with that. Let's have a quick look. Scroll down and... oh! There's a photo there. So that was before she got the Sharpie pen on there. It came out ridiculously well. It came out much, much better than what I was expecting. It was kind of like a... what was that, bro? Like a giraffe. It came out really well. I was so impressed with it. Me and the missus were super happy with it yesterday. And then we started moving on to the opposite wing. And even more pins were required to do that on the opposite side. And what we did is that the piece which we used on the opposite side, we lined it up on the other wing and then put the hexagons in and then pinned all those down and then took the paper back out afterwards, which was rather tricky. But we did get it done in the end. And that is how it came out on the opposite wing. Absolutely amazing on there. You can see that we got a few runs in there, but in the scheme of things, it's only really minor. And then, yeah, there's the wing there. And where's my favourite? I've actually changed my profile picture on Facebook to this one. I think it was that one there. It looks absolutely amazing. So that was before any further work which was done to it. Oh, and there's a little close-up shot as well. It did come out pretty crisp in most places, and also you'll see there it has molded. In fact, my head will be in the way up there. Let me zoom in a bit more. Up there, it has like painted on well on top of the cables and things like that. And the reason why it's painted in so well is because I used goop glue, and the same here on this joint here. Goop glue on there so that I knew that it would take the paint ridiculously well. One of the benefits of using goop glue. So once all that dried is that I then got the Sharpie pen out, and Sharpie pen and just a flat piece of core flute, and then I went round her, and then that is what she looks like now. So I'll just drag her across the screen. It is super, super sick. Now, I don't know what to do on the bottom at the moment. I'll have a chat with the missus and see what she reckons to what we should do on the bottom. If you've got any suggestions on what we should do on the bottom of this one, do let us know. But I am mighty impressed. It is absolutely sick. And I don't know how well it's going to come out on the web camera for you, but I can tell you I've got her here in the flesh, and I am very, very impressed. Even the missus came home. She went and picked the kids up, and she came home and said, "Oh, how's the wing doing?" She came out and was like, "Wow, that's really cool." So yeah, it is super, super cool. I'm a very, very happy camper with it. I have made, again, I've now made 2 mistakes with it. Number one, I should have put the receiver on the underside, so it made it look better on the top. The other thing which I should have done is that I've only worked this out later, is that I should have ran a cable out of the bottom of the OSD board on the bottom, so that I can get some red LED lights on the back up here. So 2 things really left for this one, 2 major things left for this one. Number one is paint the bottom. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with that right now. I am just thinking pink stripes, visual stripes down the side, just to help with line of sight. That's all I'm kind of thinking for the bottom, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to go that overboard. The other concern right now is that I don't want to ruin this paint job on the top, so I am now considering laminating this model. I do have some 75 micron laminate as well, which is quite thin, to be fair. But we've got the test piece which we cut out of here, and I won't know until later today, will it stick? Will the laminate stick to this? I've got some Super 77, I think, spray to chuck on, so that should help it stick as well. But I find out later today how well that sticks on. And I do need to work out some way of getting some power out from underneath this board somehow, because it is pretty well glued in there now. I might have to use a balance lead connector, which is not ideal, but I really do want those LED bars which we saw in yesterday's RC Coffee Chat on the back. So that is the progress. Oh, I've also got the hole cut out for the run cam owl in the front as well. That sits in there really, really nicely too. So yeah, imagine that on the flight line. Absolutely brilliant. You would definitely see it in the sky, especially even if we've got the LEDs on the back. That's just a bonus. But yeah, that's happy days. And by the way, you may be wondering why did I go to so much time, effort and energy for this wing? And the answer is that this was my spare Hornet FPV flying wing, and I know that they fly great. So my other one's taken all the beatings. So this second time around, I've already got a model in the sky basically. So this one I could take my time with. But I also wanted to test my design skills, if that makes sense, to see if the hexagon patterns really do work. And yes, it does. And that was done on purpose, because if I can do this on a smaller wing, is that, like I said, I got some special wings coming up. And this one was my play thing, if that makes sense. So that when I get to the serious wings, is that I have at least done something like this once before. And talking of doing it once before, I was going to keep this Wingwing Z84 pure, just white and black. But after seeing that, I might do something similar on this one, because that would look super cool. Maybe just up here on the wingtip, some hexagons up there. And the same on the opposite side. And I will be laminating this one as well, because I know that the laminate really does stick to the EPO foam with no surface requirement, preparation required at all. So I might do a little splash on that side, and I might do a splash on that side. I'll pass it to the missus to do later on today, I think. So yeah, 2 splashes on that side, and maybe the odd one over or 2 over here or something like that. That would look really, really cool. But this one's now being set up as a speed FPV wing. I don't know what motor I'm going to put in the back. Well, worst case, it will be a D28, 26, 2200 kV with a 6x4 prop, because that is a brilliant combination for that model. So we'll see. But the real star of the show today, Hornet FPV wing. That came out brilliantly well. I am very, very pleased with myself. And also the wife as well. It was nice to get her involved on the project as well. And the finished result is absolutely amazing. And of course, I chose pink. I had the can here somewhere. But you could very easily have done that in a blue or a yellow or any colour of your choice. Yeah, and the kids think it's well cool as well. So that's happy days too. So yay, brilliant. Absolutely stunning little model. Can't wait for get that one finished. So that was today. That was today's topics. We have the mini-drak coming at some point in the future. Like I said, I'm playing with the smaller wings, the cheaper wings right now, on purpose to improve my skills, whether they be build skills or painting skills or pattern skills. So that's what I'm doing right now. So we've got the mini-drak on the way to us at some point in the future. The Reptile S800 with us at some point in the future too. Topic number 3 was, yeah, damn you, HobbyKing. Honestly, my first impressions was, what a POS for a little model. But honestly, if you see that one fly in the sky and then realise it's a 2S model, I was actually impressed by its nimbleness. How long it lasts with my kind of flying? 50-50. Oh, and I definitely will be putting some FPV on the top of it. Excuse me. On the top of it as well. That is going to be good fun. I might even see if I can get it inside the cockpit. That would be even better, wouldn't it? So yeah, expect one of those to turn up. I won't be using the floats on the bottom. I've got nowhere for that to land here, so I will be using the wheels on the bottom instead. And we had a Wingwing update. That's going to be a speed wing. It might end up with some blue, pink hexagons on there. That would be happy days. And the star of the show, like I said, the Hornet FPV flying wing. Absolutely mint. I am one happy boy here today. I really am. That is very, very sick. Very sick indeed. And I don't know how it comes out on the camera for you, but I can tell it's well bright here. Very cool. So, yeah, I'm a happy boy. I'm a happy boy indeed. So, actually, have you seen any paint jobs like this on other models? So, what's like the best paint job which you've seen? Do let me know in the comments section underneath this episode, because that's what I did first time around. Imagine what we can do in the future, you know? So if you've seen some really, really cool paint jobs, do let me know in the comments section underneath this episode. So I'm going now. Today is not going to be a flying day. I do have a collection of episodes to go out as well, so I will get those out over the, well, like I said yesterday, RC Coffee Chat, a mail open episode, and then an extra one in the evening. So with that said, for myself, Matt, thank you ever so much for joining me for a coffee this morning. Or this evening. And on that note, from myself, Matt, cheerios!